What is up, YouTube fam? What is up? What is up? Welcome back to another edition of our Sunday live stream. Let me know where everybody's joining from as I sip my little Jack and Coke. No, I'm just playing. It's a little bit of coffee with some almond milk in it. So I'm doing that. Got a little bit of stuff for you guys today. Give everybody a minute to join in. Giovanni's back. What's up, my man? Let me know where are you guys joining from. As always, where are we joining from before we get started? Are we from the States, as they say in Canada, or are you guys out of the country? Let me know. Let me know. And as well, don't forget, hit that thumbs up button. San Jose is in the house. Nice, man. Giovanni says he got the cards back. Yeah, yep. My pleasure, my man. Send anything you guys out. Send anything out you guys want signed. Send it out to Victory MMA in San Diego, and I'll sign it up for you. Boom, and send it back. So glad you got it back, Giovanni. We'll give everybody another couple of minutes before we get started today. Before we get started on the live stream, Memorial Day weekend here in the U.S., so that's pretty dope. An extra day off, remembering everybody. Alex is in the house. What's up? What's up? Alex is a former Super Chat champion, and it's good to see him back. All right, today, guys, we're going to be talking a little bit about Jon Jones as a new advisor. I'm going to also be talking a little bit about DMX and some Anderson Silva. If you know what I'm talking about there, shout out. You are an OG in the game, because I don't think many people know about the DMX and the Anderson Silva. Talk a little bit about the Michael Chandler and what he said about Gaethje, as well as the Diaz and Leon Edwards is up soon. So that's a dope fight. And, of course, we got Floyd Mayweather, Logan Paul. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. And I want to talk a little bit about cryptocurrency as well. So whether you guys want to learn a little bit about investing or not, I'm going to give you guys some nuggets of information. So let me know where you're from still. Delaware's in the house. Okay. Right now, guys, I'm in San Diego. I got a fight coming up. 3.5 weeks. I head back to man, my hair is a little messed up right there. I head back to Connecticut, Bellator, fighting the number 4th, 5th guy in the division. So I've been getting ready for that. I've been out in here in San Diego training hard, in great shape. I mean, your boy's lean, feeling mean. Whew. Yeah. Toronto. Yeah, Alex. Hey. Yeah, I'm going to talk about cryptocurrency today. Get all fired up, baby. Get that coffee in you. All right. So I'm grateful for, guys, to be here, connecting with everybody across the world, seeing some familiar faces. I guess not faces, but seeing some familiar names. So I'm grateful for you guys, man. Always proud and inspired that you guys jump on and be able to connect with you. So I'm grateful for you. What are you guys grateful for? Just give me one, maybe two things, depending on whatever it is. Let's start this day off correct. Alex, grateful to be here with me, my man. Jerry from Michigan, yeah, yep. Let me know what you guys are grateful for. Could be Memorial Day weekend, you know. Grateful for privacy coins. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What else? What else are we grateful for? You want me to? I'll go again. I'm also grateful for my weight. I get my weight down, man. You know, part of dieting and training for a fight is the dang weight. So I'm grateful that that's coming down the way it needs to be, so your boy doesn't miss weight, and I can weigh in, get all my money, and go out there and fight, whoop some butt. Oh, Mobility Today hitting the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Helps out the channel a lot. And anybody's got anything specific questions as we go down our live stream, hit that super chat. So let's see what Mobility Today has to say. See how that rhymed? Mobility Today has to say. Just a 5-spot in support of your fight next month. All cheering you a dub. My man, I appreciate it. Boom. Virtual pound it. Boom, right there. I appreciate it big time. Gonna do my best to go out there, represent you guys, and I appreciate the support so much for the channel. This to me is a fun thing to be able to get on here, connect with you guys, and man, always great to be able to, you guys supporting, so I can keep kicking out some content. And yeah, man, I'm gonna take the good energy, boom, and I'm gonna go out there and do my best come fight night, because that's really all I can do. So appreciate it. Mobility Today, super chat champ so far of the day. That was another little rhyme, huh? Jeez, man, your boy just out here coming up. Little Eminem, huh? All right, let's get serious here. Let's get serious into the day. So Jon Jones gets a new advisor, and apparently Dana White likes him. So, woo. Great news. Great news. I really think that Jon Jones does want to fight. I really think that he's looking to go out there and perform. And I think he really believes he can beat Francis Ngannou. So with this new advisor coming in, it seems like to me he's worked with Dana a lot in the past. He was a former Oscar de la Hoya business, I believe, partner or CEO. So he's been around putting on big fights. And he says, hey, I know how to get these big fights signed. I know how to get them done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go talk to Dana in person. We're going to sit down at the table, man to man, nothing over social media. And we're going to get Jon Jones and we're going to get Francis Ngannou locked up into a fight. We're going to figure out what makes best sense for both sides. And man, that's what we're going to do. So I'm excited for this. I was playing Call of Duty the other day. This is on topic, but one of my friends was just, talking about Jon Jones doesn't, oh man, when's he gonna fight? And he's messing up and all this stuff. And at first I was like, wow, the perspective of people being mad at Jon Jones because he's just trying to do what's best for him and his family. So I kind of was just sitting there reflecting. And first things first is Jon Jones. You cannot hate on that guy. Well, I guess you can hate on him because he's done some silly stuff outside of his pro career. But as a competitor, man, you got to respect what he has done. This guy is the GOAT of the light heavyweight division. So for him to take this time off to be going head to head with the UFC over pay, man, it sucks to see because you want to see Jones out there competing, but he's done everything he needs to do in this game. He cemented his legacy, and he is basically in a position where he can do this. He can sit back and be like, yo, no, I'm not fighting. I need this. I need X, Y, Z. UFC, they play hardball, so they're like, hey, we're over Jon Jones. We're moving on. So hopefully, man, these guys get together, this advisor and the UFC and Dana, they all sit down and they come together, and we can get Jon Jones in there against Francis Ngannou, man, because who wants to see that? I do. Oh, we got a couple more super chats. Alex is coming in, former super chat champ himself. Will Cruz fight O'Malley? And my thoughts on it. First things first, I think that's a dope fight. I think it's a smart fight for both of them. O'Malley's got a big name. Cruz has got a big name. O'Malley's an up-and-comer. Cruz has been a former champion. He's cemented himself in just being one of the best ever to do it. I think he will fight O'Malley. The thing with Dominic is just making sure that his health and his priorities are in line. Obviously, he's got a lot going on in his life with the broadcasting. And, with him, it's his health, man, making sure his body's okay to hold up for a training camp. Because one thing about Dom, he doesn't have to take fights for money. He can, sit back, make sure he's okay 100% to go in there and to get it on when he fights. And I think right now, he's healing up from a couple of little injuries, getting his body in shape. And when the time is right for him, I definitely could see him fighting Sean O'Malley. I think that'd be a dope fight. And, my thoughts on the fight, I think Dominic Cruz has everything it takes to beat Sean O'Malley. Now, Dominic Cruz is my boy. He's a former coach of mine. He's a teammate now of mine. So obviously I'm a little biased, but yeah, I see him doing a lot of good things in that fight. O'Malley, on the other hand, is a sniper, very good accuracy, very good timing. So you got to look out for that. And he's very rangy. But I would still see Dominic, staying out of the way of shots, mixing it up, volume, getting some takedowns. And I think it'd be a sick fight. Dom's got a good jaw too, so if he gets cracked, he'll be able to recover. So shout out Alex. Great question, hitting the super chat. Appreciate the support for the channel as well, my man. Thank you. And Mobility today just coming in, man, not messing around. Feeling it on a Memorial Day weekend. Let's see what he's got to say. Thoughts if Oliveira could beat Rob Font, and if that should be his next fight since Conor Poirier fight isn't for a while. Thoughts if Oliveira could beat Rob Font. So you're talking, I believe, about Charles Oliveira, but Rob Font is at 135. So maybe you're mixing up Rob Font with somebody, Mobility. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so they're different weights. And I honestly think Charles Oliveira, he's bigger. I think he would submit Rob Font. And I'm interested to see what's next for Oliveira is the winner of Poirier and Conor. I mean, there's going to be a minute for them to fight, but I definitely see the winner of Poirier and Conor getting the next crack at Charles Oliveira. So Oliveira's in a pretty spot, man. He's a champion. He won it. He made a bunch of money. He accomplished his lifelong goal. Now he's in a position where he sits back and I might get to fight Conor. That's another big money fight. Poirier, I mean, that's a big fight. So it's a nice position to be in at the top. And Rob Font, man, Mobility, I think he's a tough matchup for anybody at 135. His striking, his ability to pressure, his ability to stay in your face. Man, what he did to Cody the other weekend, that was super impressive. He beat the brakes off Cody. He literally made Cody shut down and not really want to be out there and engage. Cody was missing. Even when Cody hit him, man, Rob Font ate it, kept moving forward. Same thing with Calvin Kattar. Same thing. They got that New England cartel is just strong chin, strong mind, and they can keep pressing forward, man. So I think that's a tough matchup for anybody. Oh, and Mobility coming in, crushing the super chat, man. Appreciate the support for the channel, my man. Let's see what he's got to say, guys. What about Justin Gaethje? What should his next fight? Oh, man. I think Michael Chandler. How dope of a fight would that be? I mean, that would be fireworks. And, to top it off, Michael Chandler just stated in the press that he believes he will knock Justin Gaethje out cold. And now Justin Gaethje, he's not one of those guys that's taken lightly. Like, you say something about him, he takes that to heart. So I know Justin Gaethje's got to be chomping at the bit right now. And Michael Chandler, he isn't backing down from nothing. He's coming off a loss, but he's coming right in saying, hey, I'll take out Justin Gaethje, who is super, super, badass fighter in the division. So I think Gaethje should fight Chandler. I think that'd be a banger. I think those guys it'd be a bloodbath, man, honestly. I think both those guys just bot, juggernauts, both hit like trucks, both have great cardio, good wrestling. I don't even, off the top of my head, I'd have to sit back and ponder that one on who's going to win Mobility. But I think that'd be a dope fight for the fans. I think whoever would win between Michael Chandler and Justin Gaethje, I think would be next in line for a title shot. And I'm not a rocket scientist, Mobility, but I believe that that UFC is going to put that fight together. How could they not? I mean, they know the fans want to see it, and they know it'd be fireworks. Dana loves those type of fights. So watch Mobility. I bet you he's going to put that one together. Give everybody a little break real quick. Bam, hit your coffee or whatever. Maybe you got a little cerveza on the weekend here. Maybe you got a little iced tea, a little water. Who knows? I'm speaking of drinks, I'm going to be posting a video this week coming up talking about how to lose 30 pounds in 8 weeks. So keep an eye out for that. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about how to burn that body fat. 2 phases: preparation phase and then a water cut phase. We're going to talk about some tips to get your body weight down quicker. And from fasted cardio to fasting, once a week. So letting you guys in on a little bit of what we're going to be talking about in the next video. So don't forget, check that one out as well. All right. Man, that's good. So Dana White and John Jones, they're closer to getting this fight together. I hope it comes together because, man, from a fan's perspective, I love it. I mean, which one of you guys wouldn't want to see Ngannou versus John Jones? I mean, yes, let's go. So keeping the fingers crossed, waiting to see. I really think that we'll have some news on that coming up. So next up, we got Anderson Silva talking about DMX became a part of his life from his walkout song. So anybody out there remember when Anderson Silva was in his prime and he'd be fighting on the card, and it would be like, oh, next in the main event, we have Anderson Silva versus Nate Marquardt. And then, Marquardt would come out, everybody's excited, and boom, the lights would drop. And then all you would hear is, ain't no sunshine in the nation. Remember that? I mean, I feel a little old, if I'm the only one that remembers that. Because when that stuff dropped, bam, that was man, you get the chills. You see Anderson walking out, just a insanely dominant fighter for the OGs that have been around the game. People maybe in their 30s that remember it a little bit more. The new school, the younger kids, they don't remember it as much nowadays. They look at Anderson Silva based off of his couple of losses. But man, when that DMX dropped, oh man, the place would just light up. I mean, wherever I'd be watching the fights, dude, everybody would just, be going insane. It's a great song. And DMX stated that, Anderson Silva stated that DMX was a part of his life because of all those walkouts. So, man, shout out to Anderson Silva, and, a great career, one of the best to do it, but also giving respect to DMX, who obviously passed away recently from drugs and, substance abuse. So prayers to DMX. He's, his music will live on forever. To me, he's one of those guys that how can you not get pumped up when you hear some DMX? You don't even have to like that type of music, but you hear a little bit of DMX, man, you just want to, start barking, start getting after it. So, DMX pumping up the fights for so long. I remember BJ Penn, Renato Verizimo, I believe was his name, but he came out to some DMX when he fought Carlos Newton back in the day. Again, that's another older fight for a lot of you guys out there that's watching. But to me, I remember it like it was yesterday. And, hearing that DMX, man, when that stuff dropped, it just made the build up so much better. So awesome to see DMX getting talked about by Anderson Silva. Now, we do have a huge fight coming up with the Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather. The 2 baddest fighters in the world. But before we get into that, did you guys hear that Fabia and Diego Sanchez are back together? Yeah, they're back training together, and he's back managing Diego. So I'm just kidding. Just joking. Just a little Memorial Day joke out there. They are still split up, and they are not together. But yeah, Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather. I just watched a Showtime special on YouTube. They put out like a 20-something minute. Gotcha, Gio. Yeah, I know, right? Everybody thinking Diego and Fabia are back together. Oh man, you scroll through YouTube about Fabia. There's so many crazy videos from his interviews to his training methods. And I'd imagine the press and everybody can talk about that for months, so no, they're not together again. He's not Diego's manager, not his coach anymore. They have parted ways. And Yeah, Diego. Last I heard Dana do an interview talking about if he would bring back Diego, and he was kind of on the fence about it for his last fight. But he did say he loves Diego. Diego can call him anytime, which I thought was weird because you know Diego's talked a lot about trying to call Dana and Dana not answering. So maybe with Fabio out of the way, maybe Dana's opening up that door for Diego to call him again and give him his one last fight. Who knows? But yeah, no more Fabio and Diego as of today. So Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather, the best boxer in the world versus one of the best YouTubers in the world, which is crazy that he's in a position right now to be fighting Floyd Mayweather. I mean, come on, going into this fight, there's Floyd Mayweather is controlling the game, right? Floyd's smart when it comes to the business. Obviously, everybody knows that. But if you want to compete against Floyd, he controls the game. It's in his realm, boxing. He's probably got the rules behind the scenes. I wouldn't be surprised if, the people working the event, if somehow they're associated with Floyd. But, here comes Logan Paul. My man is from Ohio, literally blew up off of YouTube, which is what we're on right now, which is honestly inspiring, man. I mean, to see people come from that level to go all the way up, to now, I mean, look at him. He's fighting the best boxer of our era in a fight, in a boxing match. I shouldn't say fight because it's boxing. It's not fighting. But yeah, here we are, man. And Logan Paul, he is athletic. He's been training. He's known about it for a while. He's got a couple of amateur fights, fought some other YouTubers. But on paper going into this, come on. I mean, what is Logan Paul going to do? I mean, I really think he's going to come out aggressive, come out getting after it. I see Floyd being just faster, maybe letting Logan punch himself out a little bit, kind of like he did to Conor. I see Floyd going to that body, just in and out, and just honestly outclassing Logan. But what makes this fight so interesting is what happens if Logan goes out there, cracks Floyd Mayweather, knocks him out, or TKOs him, whatever you want to call it, and now Floyd's legacy is tarnished. No more of the best fighter. He's gonna get Ben Askren. He got beat up by a YouTuber, and Logan Paul retires, makes a ton of money, and goes back to blogging or vlogging and podcasting, man. And that, yeah, Alex, Logan's got a puncher's chance, and that's the fight game for you, man. You zig sometimes when you should have zagged. Do I count on it? No, but could it happen? Yes. And that's why it makes it so enticing to see. That's what makes it so everybody want to tune in. Is it going to be madness, or is it just going to be Floyd doing another legal robbery, as he called it? You guys need to check out that Showtime behind the scenes of the Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul. It's really, really good. I love getting access to Floyd and kind of seeing how, what he does and how he lives. And he actually said a lot of smart stuff, when he talked about money as well. He was like, I make money. I've mastered my craft. I put my money into real estate. I want to have generational wealth for my family. He's got a roller skating rink that he bought. He's going to pass down to his next generation. Obviously, he's got the showgirls and all that. So, he was talking smart when it came to money. So that was cool to see. Very, very cool to see. What do you guys think? Do you think Floyd's got a chance, or Logan's got a chance, or you think Floyd's gonna whoop his butt? Let me know in the comments why I take a sip of this. I got a new cup today too, so this thing, if you hear the squeaking, that's what it is. He looks broke. Floyd looks broke. Man, did you guys see check out the video. I mean, obviously it could all just be showing, you don't ever know for sure, but he has like Bugatti, Bentley, just all kinds of cars lined up. I do not believe Floyd Mayweather is broke. Do I think maybe he gambles from what it sounds like and what I see? Yeah. Could he possibly go broke again? Down the road, yeah. But right now, no. I mean, after those $100 million paydays and He's about to make bank with Logan. I don't see Floyd being broke. And yeah, I mean, I honestly see this as Floyd thinking, like he said, is, hey man, this is a legal robbery. Like he's kind of like he did in Japan. He went over there and boom, beat the guy and made a quick millions of dollars. When you're on that level and you've gotten to that stage of your career that you can create fights like this, entertainment, man, money grab. I'm telling you, you think, yeah, I mean, it just money grabs for sure. He has 100 million watches alone. Yeah, man. I mean, Floyd is paid. And you got to think, man, he's been getting money since decades. I mean, even when he fought Canelo, I mean, they both made a ton of money off that. And then from Canelo to the McGregor, to the Maida or what, Marcus Mida, I believe is his name, however you pronounce it. I always butcher names, so I see you guys on the videos as well, like, oh, you butchered that name. So I butchered that one again. And then you also have the Manny Pacquiao fight. Come on. I mean, how much he made off of that? Yeah, man. I mean, when you have that much money, you can gamble a lot, man. You can buy, a Bentley, a Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, Bugatti. You got to do something with the money. So I'm sure he's invested it, as well, made a lot of money there. And then he's got excess cash. So he's like, yo, why don't I just make a roller skating rink? Why don't hey, let's open up a strip club. Those are profitable, So whatever he's doing, he's killing it. He makes a lot of money from his business. And then he can do whatever he wants. And that's one thing too, guys. When it comes to money and investing, nobody really ever got rich off investing. Everybody invested from getting rich. So main point of that is you got to make money to be able to invest. So that's what Floyd is a master at. And what a lot of people, when they say, hey, what about Bitcoin? What about, should I buy Bitcoin, or should I buy this, or should I buy that? It's first things first. Before you even worry about investing, you need to learn, get your money up, like learn how to make more money doing what you're doing. How do you serve more people? Because that's the ultimate way to make more money. That's why people tune in to Floyd and he makes so much money, is because he's serving them. He's entertaining them. So Floyd is a master at that first step of creating a ton of money. And then he takes that money and he does crazy stuff with it. Seems like he invests a lot. He gambles a lot. He buys a lot of cars, a lot of jewelry. So he mastered that first step. So make sure anybody out there that's trying to get their money right, step number one is start making money. I mean, you got to do it. You're never gonna, if you're making 20, 30 grand a year and you're trying to become a multimillionaire, it's not gonna. I never say it's not gonna happen, because anything can happen, is my belief in life. But if you really want to do it, first things first, you got to learn to make more money. That produce more money, and there's a lot of ways to do that. But I think a lot of people put the carriage, the horse before the carriage. Meaning they talk about investing, but it's like, start with getting your own money up. Start with whatever your job is. How can you make more money there? How can you produce more money before you even think about investing? Start thinking about stacking up and saving. That's super, super important, because I see people, I get a lot of questions, even myself, as I'm like, what about this? What about that? And I'm like, well, in reality, I'm not even in a position to invest into that or to do that. So my main focus right now should be to get in position. And that always starts with getting your money up. Get your money up, because, man, Floyd Mayweather, he's doing it right. He's got his money up, and now people sit back and can say whatever they want about him, but he can buy a roller skating rink. He can buy a house in Malibu. He can buy jewelry and 20 cars. I mean, it's all good. For sure. Yeah, definitely. I mean, getting your money up is definitely can be the tough part. Warren Buffett's advisor stated that like the first 100,000 is a bitch, but after that it gets a little bit easier. I would say today the first million is a bitch, but after that it definitely gets easier and easier. So whatever you got to do, Alex, from saving your money to live, living below your means, to getting a couple of, maybe 2 jobs, to becoming better at your craft so you can even earn more money, to taking that money and just saving it, and then putting it into something that makes cash flow and goes up in value. Just, I mean, whatever you got to do, and however long it takes you guys. I made that video the other day talking about how to make $1 million in the UFC, and it might sound like intimidating, and it is intimidating. But if you give yourself a 5 or a 10-year goal, that's nothing in the long term of life, and you can break it down. And if you take your time, step by step, brick by brick, you can get to a position where you do have a lot of money saved, or you're financially ahead of the game. It's all delayed gratification, Alex. And that's what a lot of people miss. A lot of people want to, hey, what's the next, get rich stock pick? Or, what's the next, get rich investment tip? It's like, hey, man, it's like saying, hey, how do I get in shape really quick? It's like, well, fundamentals, man. You got to go to the gym. You got to work out. You got to eat right. You got to get some things you just cannot skip. If you guys want to try and get rich quick, I'd say go play the lottery. Maybe talk to Uncle Bill, who's a multimillionaire. Maybe he'll leave you some money and you can inherit that. But when it comes to most people like us, people that are starting from the ground and building up, we got to get it day in and day out. We got to, live a little bit within our means. We got to save our money. And we got to put our money into smart investments. So, and on top of that, you got to stay educated, guys. Stay educated. Do videos like this, channels. Graham Stephan, Morris Invest is another one, a real estate guy. There's just a lot of Rich Dad Poor Dad books, videos. You guys can mastermind all day today. If anybody wants a one-on-one call, hit the link in the description. So it is basically all out there. You just got to put the work in, put the time in, and that's the only way to do it. That's the only way I know how to do it. So, what's up, $? What's your take on Bitcoin coming up this week? Ooh, you know what, $? I just did a video on Bitcoin. I'm gonna be dropping that, and I just honestly, I had to just jump on and give you guys my thoughts in this video that I'm gonna be posting in the next couple of weeks. But I will not be investing in Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency, and that's not because of the dip. It's not. The main reason, well, I'll tell you guys a little bit before the video. You guys are on the live stream. I'll give you guys a little bit of the inside information before the video comes out. But long story short, Bitcoin or any type of cryptocurrency, it doesn't pay you dividends. You're not cash flow every month. When I buy an investment, I personally like to be paid every month, every quarter. I don't like to wait and see if it just goes up in value. So my strategy is always getting residual income and get some appreciation. Now, I'm not saying you can't make money in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, but to me, I'd rather make better returns, and I can get that in different asset classes. So first things first, crypto does not provide dividends or cash flow every month. That's what I love about real estate. Secondly, cryptocurrency, it is not backed by the government. One thing I've learned through investing, guys, and this is very important, is you want to go with the government. You don't want to go against the government. Kind of like a surfer, right? When a surfer goes out to the wave, it doesn't go against the wave. A seasoned surfer, somebody who has experience, they go with the wave. They don't fight it. And that's the same thing I think about cryptocurrency. I would imagine over these next couple of years, maybe even sooner, that the U.S. is going to come out with some type of digital dollar. Because again, remember, the U.S. is the currency for the world, the reserve currency. And they're not going to give that up for anything without a big fight. And you got to remember, if I was to go make a dollar bill right now and say, yo, anybody want to, can I buy goods with this? It's called counterfeit. And I would get arrested for it. Do I think that's fair? No, I think it's crazy. That's the world we live in. If the government can go print money, but if I do it, I get arrested. So I would definitely see some government regulations coming in and making Bitcoin cryptocurrency a little bit tougher to make mainstream, to accept for payment. So keep an eye out for that. And then I would also say the big reason the third reason why I don't invest in cryptocurrency, dollar sign, is that it's speculation, man. It's gambling, in my opinion. It's a form of gambling. It's not a form of investing. And I know I'm coming at you hard right now, and I'll give you a time when I'll give you a reason why I would invest in it, but you're buying it low and you're hoping that you can sell it high. I mean, that's basically what you're doing. It's so new, it's so young. There's no fundamentals, there's no history behind it. So I'm not a gambler. I like buying, businesses or real estate, rental property, something that is tangible, something that is producing dividends, and something that I know I'm going to get paid regardless on. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to double dip. I'm trying to get cash flow and appreciation. And with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, it's just one form. It's just capital gains. You're just selling it when it's higher. And I don't play just that game. I play more games. Lastly, though I would buy cryptocurrency. This is the silver lining. If I'm in a position where 5-10 years from now, I'm farther along in my investing journey, that I would, right now I'm building. I'm in the building phases. Everybody's in different positions, guys, of their investing careers. I'm in a building phase. I'm still young. I'm 30s. I've been started it when I was 22. So once I get to a position where, maybe I have an extra, hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, I have money to lose. Yeah, then I'll go buy some Bitcoin and hope, hey, it goes up a little bit. Or, hey, I'll go throw some in this cryptocurrency and hopefully it goes up. But I have the money to lose. And right now, I want to play a little bit less risk, and I want to keep on the path that I am, building my foundation of investing. That's why I stay away from cryptocurrency. Now, you can make money, don't get me wrong, but I think there's also a lot of risk and a lot of unknowns, and it's a form of gambling to me. So yeah, I went off on a little tangent about Bitcoin, but man, everybody's talking about it right now, guys. It's the trendy thing. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, all that stuff. So I thought I had to jump in, give you my thoughts on it. And then I'm going to hit the rest of this little coffee right here. You guys drinking anything? If you are, cheers. Ding. That's good. Ooh. That's good, baby. Let me know if you guys are drinking anything. You got any coffee or just water? Alex is drinking. Okay. Anybody else? No? Never. When the hype is in, I would ask, what would you be your best investment advice to someone that has a portfolio less than 10K? Dollar sign. So, Leroy, my man, giving me the old cheers, huh? What's up? Bam. Got a little cerveza, kicking back. Milk and cereal. Okay. I like it. A little pineapple juice. Heck yeah. Like the little pineapple, little freaking milk and cereal, little coffee. I like it. That's what I love about our live streams, guys, is it's like we're so diverse, but we all come together and different flavors of life, man. That's what makes life so fun. Is everybody's got, somebody's got a cerveza, somebody's got the coffee, somebody's from Toronto, somebody's from, Ireland. But here we are all on our live stream kicking it. So before we get off, I do want to leave you with this last little tip. And I kind of went over it already, but leave you with something tangible right now. And it's in the investing world is go out and make more money. I'm telling you, even right now, if you're starting at the dirty bottom, you should focus on making more money. Go out there, get after it, get your money up, do whatever you got to do. Live like a college student, and there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you guys are younger. Man, live like a college student. Save as much money as you can and buy assets that produce cash flow. Or not, don't even worry about assets. Just save as much money as you can and build that discipline. Build those muscles, guys, because you're never going to get ahead financially if you can't start with just saving. And in the meantime, make sure you guys are continually just educating yourselves. Live streams like this, like I said, the books. Send me an email. I can give you guys a couple of recommendations for books. You can probably even find the audio books online for free. Whatever you need to do, whatever you need to study, and constant study, constant evolution. because I jump online and I can, just like we're talking now, guys, I jump online and I want to get thoughts from, Ken McElroy. I want to get thoughts from Robert Kiyosaki. I want to go to hot boxing with Mike Tyson and get his thoughts on this fight. Or, Canelo was on there the other day. Like, whatever you're trying to get better at, use these resources, use these live streams, use books, continue educating yourself. Your mind is your biggest weapon, especially when it comes to financial education. Save that money, build those muscles of discipline, get financially educated. And that doesn't take, at least financially educated for the most part, doesn't take hardly any money. For myself, like, I'll give you an example. When I started this YouTube channel, first thing that I did is I went out and I found somebody on YouTube that I watched a lot, and I bought his course. It cost me like $300 or $400. He actually had a flash sale. It was like 40% off. It was Black Friday or something, and he posted, "Hey, 40% off my YouTube curriculum." And I was like, dude, if I spend $400, I will learn so much out of that eventually I will be able to make that back. I mean, if it's just investing. If you take money and invest, if you take your time and invest it into yourself, if you take it into building, those muscles of discipline and getting educated, like that $4,000 investment, guys, or 400 that I made, I mean, it turned into thousands of dollars, over the last year and a half. So, man, do it. I mean, invest in yourselves, because that's your most important weapon, is this up here. Yep. That's my rant for today. What's everybody doing for Memorial Day weekend? You're welcome, Leroy. You're welcome. Hey, that's my pleasure here, guys. Like, I want to be able to provide education for you guys. Hopefully you learned something out of this, live stream that you can take and implement. I did actually a private one-on-one coaching call the other day, and we mapped out a 4 steps for him to get his first investment property. And man, I mean, imagine that. You spend a little bit of money on a coaching call, but then you go and buy your first investment property and make thousands of dollars and get a crazy return on it. Man, I mean, it's the juice is worth the squeeze sometimes. Going to work, no Memorial Day in Canada. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Canada, eh? Pittsburgh's in the house. Yeah, George. Whole lot of Canada here. Yep. Canada. Man. Canada, eh? I fought in Toronto too before, guys. So that I'm very familiar with it. I got a lot of family in Windsor. So yeah. Man. All right, guys. If anybody's got any questions, let's open them up for a couple of minutes before I hop off here. Anybody wants to hit the super chat too? Feeling frisky? Get it? Adam's in Denmark. Dang. A little Denmark in the house, huh? A little. Open it up, guys. Anybody's got it. And if you're anybody that's new to this channel, if you've hung around, make sure you guys subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. Doesn't cost you a thing. Leroy says, "How's your tenants?" Great question, man. Tenants right now are actually doing very, very well. Thank God I think with the pandemic, we had a certain class of tenants that, weren't affected as much as others. So, rent was paid on time. We, knock on wood, hit that, is we didn't have to evict anybody. We didn't, nobody really even got behind on rent. The ones who did, we gave them payment plans and we gave them time to catch up, no fees. And yeah, tenants are all good, man. I really think the unemployment over here in the States helped out a lot of people. And, knock on wood, everybody's good. We're kind of getting out of the whole pandemic. And yeah, I'm very blessed, to be able to provide safe, affordable houses for everybody that we have. So great question, Leroy. But I'd say 95% collection for the tenants, and they all have, no slumlording over here, man. Everybody's got, safe, affordable housing. So anything I'm worried about in my next opponent, what's he good at? I think he's primarily a grappler. I wouldn't say I'm worried about anything. I'm prepared for everything, Alex. And I'm more focused on me, going out there fighting my fight. He's another tough guy, but I'll be in my zone. I'll be flowing. I'll be powerful, fast, and just everywhere, getting takedowns, stuffing takedowns, getting my striking off. So no, nothing that worries me. What's up, Francisco, my man? How you doing? Thanks, Sharma. Sharma said wonderful content. Huge fan from India. Thank you so much, man. It's awesome that you're tuning in from India too, man. That's crazy. That's just nuts to me. Make some more fight camp vlogs. Yeah, guys, definitely. I will be making more content. The more time and effort that I can put into it, I will. So yeah, I don't want to make any excuses, but I do have big plans for the YouTube family here. Once I have more time, more freedom, then I'll be able to produce even more better videos for you, more vlogs, more videos, more content, more creativity. But for right now, doing the best I can to get it done. What's up, Nate? How you doing? Fight camp vlogs will be sick. Yeah. What's up, Warmir? Mickey, how are your rental properties doing during the pandemic? Any issues on tenants paying rent? Nope. No, we've been actually very lucky, Mickey. I think the unemployment really helped out. Our class of tenants are solid, great, working, paying people. Anybody that did get behind on payments, we definitely just let them, give them a little bit more time, no fees, nothing like that. Everybody, honored their contract, paid up everything. And yeah, they're healthy. Everybody's got the safe, affordable houses for them. And, yeah, we're getting out of the whole pandemic era. Everybody's, the jobs for the class of tenants are very good. They're not getting outsourced, or the robots haven't come to take them away or anything like that. So great question, Mickey. All right, guys, if you've stayed this long, I appreciate it. Great connecting with you guys. And man, keep a lookout this upcoming week for more videos. If you haven't checked out my previous video, check that one out, and make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Just go ahead, boom, drop a little elbow on it right now. And if anybody's interested in any one-on-one coaching calls, hit the link in the description, and I will talk to you guys soon.